Hey everybody, my name's Ed. Okay, so we're going to, sorry, excuse me. So we're going to do another movie review. Okay, this one is going to be I'm Not There. Okay, so it's from 2007, directed by critically acclaimed filmmaker Todd Haynes, with an all-star cast featuring Christian Bale, Kate Blanchett, Marcus Carl Franklin, Richard Gere, and Heath Ledger. It's a movie that's influenced by Bob Dylan's life and music. It's not exactly a biopic. It's more of an experimental movie where six actors play different characters loosely based on Bob Dylan's personality and songs. And although each character supposedly represents a different facet of Dylan's public persona, the characters are never referred to by the name Bob Dylan. So the different personalities are going to be the fake, which is named Woody Guthrie here, the poet, Arthur Rimbaud, the prophet, Jack Rollins, the outlaw, Billy McCarthy or Billy the Kid, the rock star, Jude Quinn, and then the movie star, Robbie Clark. So now the movie jumps back and forth in time and between different personas and employs different looks and storytelling methods throughout. Each persona seems to have its own arc, and the movie as a whole does seem to kind of build to a climax of sort. So now the movie looks great. It's there's a very interesting use of editing and cinematography. The movie combines different elements of filmmaking, including mixing drama, faux documentary techniques, aspect of the road movies, satire, avant-garde filmmaking, along with some historical events. The movie shifts from color to black and white to color-saturated scenes. I think a lot of the credit should go to Ed Lackman, the cinematographer. Lackman has worked on other Haynes films such as Far From Heaven and Carol, but he has a long history in the film industry that goes back to the early 70s. That includes movies from, like Lords of Flatbush, True Stories, Ellen Brockovich, and dozens of others. Now, the script is very interesting. It's full of meaningful dialogue that's delivered by a great acting by all of the cast. I mentioned the nonlinear approach, but the movie's also able to do an interesting mix of drama and humor. And I would say this: the film is not afraid to satirize Dylan's status as the voice of a generation, as Bob himself kind of did back in the day. It examines his relationships with various women, and it also points out that Bob is pretty much kind of a jerk to the people who are closest to him. I'd say the movie also is a mature movie in the sense that it does deal with these issues of responsibility, identity, changing one's perspective and values. The different Dylan personas change over time, and he struggles with the drawbacks of fame, the limitations of changing the world through his music, how to describe his music or art, his crumbling family, and more than once he does have to confront his own doubts and his personal failings. I say the one drawback from the film for me is it does tend to ramble in just a couple of spots, and if you aren't already somewhat familiar with Dylan's career or mythos, you might get lost with the different time shifting and changing character switching. Okay, so to wrap it up, I'm Not There is a very, very interesting film. It deconstructs the myth of Bob Dylan as well as humanizes him. The different actors portray different aspects of Dylan's personality and career, and the experimental storytelling plays with different times and techniques. It's all very well acted and very well shot. Haynes is a solid filmmaker who is willing to take chances, and here he delivers a challenging and involving film. Okay, so that's about it. I've got to thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much.